I'm Taryn, this is Logan, and this is Max. Join us as we live and sail in the Pacific Northwest on our 40-foot steel sailboat. Well, we are once again on our way. This time we're going to, what is this bay called? Caridin? We're heading to Caridin Bay, I think it's called. It's supposed to have amazing views of Mount Waddington. So we're hoping to get some awesome mountain views and just enjoy ourselves for a couple of days. As soon as we were in Wells Passage, we had just enough wind to sail. So what's going on, Logan?
Looking through the... Uh-oh. Not looking where I'm going. We are racing very fast downwind.
What is very fast?
4.2 knots. Most of it's current.
But we have one sail up. Max is happy, aren't you? Yeah, you got a waggy tail. So we coasted along for about 45 minutes to the beautiful Caridin Bay.
Nothing.
Jigging off the boat. We've been here for like 5 minutes. And you almost caught a fish already.
I almost got dinner.
This spot is so gorgeous. And we don't even have we're just getting some sun. We don't even have the view that we've been promised, and it's still absolutely stunning. So there's kind of like cliffs around us. And then that way is supposed to be a bunch more mountains. Gorgeous. It's a little bit windy, but not bad. But even with the little bit of wind, the water's pretty calm. And Logan already got a bite.
Oh, I think I caught a little guy. Nope. I
Nope.
caught weeds.
Oh, nailed it.
More weeds. Flounder.
Flounder.
Smaller one. Spicy though.
Mm-hmm. So we're sitting in this bay that we have not been to before. This is our first time visiting this bay. We just arrived, I don't know, like an hour and a half ago now. And it just feels like we are right on the edge of this amazing adventure. We're in this anchorage that's surrounded by these cliffs and these mountains that are just covered in trees. And then when we look back out our transom right now, there are these incredible mountains, these beautiful tall mountains, some of the tallest mountains in BC. And I don't know what it is, but something about looking at those mountains just lights this fire inside of me. So to me, travel is like my number one passion. Like since I was a very small child, the number one thing that I've wanted to do with my life is to travel. I haven't done that as much as I probably want to do because there's a lot of ethical issues I feel like with travel. Like the amount of fossil fuels that goes into flying from one place to another. It's also, I haven't figured out a career where I could like travel as much as I wanted, but I just felt like it was like selfish to want to just constantly travel. So I haven't done it as much as I want to. But every single thing about travel, from the moment I leave my house to the moment I arrive at my destination and explore, I love everything about it. Not just getting to places and exploring places, like I love being at the airport, I love taking trains places and being in transit. So when we decided to buy a sailboat, a lot of the idea about that was that we could travel sustainably and bring our home with us and be comfortable potentially wherever we went, because all of our lives would be with us while we're traveling. But like, nothing lights a fire in me the same way that exploring new places and traveling does. And I think that honestly, one of my favorite feelings about traveling is that feeling of anticipation, that excitement when I step out the door and I'm heading to the airport, or even when I'm sitting in the airport just anticipating traveling, and I'm looking around and I'm watching all the other people that are in that same mindset, just going somewhere, doing something that's out of the ordinary, where we don't have any idea what's coming next, but we know it's going to be amazing. You have no idea what experience is ready for you around the corner, but you just know that it's going to be worthwhile and it's worth stepping outside of your comfort zone to get there. And something about sitting in this anchorage right now, looking at those incredible mountains, the way that we're like engulfed in this cove with this incredible view of these magical, massive mountains that just reach into the sky above everything else, it just feels that same way, like that vibe of adventure and of experiences just waiting to be had around the corner. And growth just waiting to be grasped. It's like, this is what it's about. This is why we're here. This is why we're on this massive boat that takes a bunch of work to run. We're learning a complete new set of skills. And this is why. It's for places like this, for feelings like this, for moments like this that just feel as if they're almost life-altering. But they're like soul-filling, and they're affirming. They're soul-affirming is the best way, I guess, to describe it. Like, they're almost vindicating for like all the work that we've put in to coming this far, all that we've sacrificed, all that we're choosing to do. This is why. These are the experiences. That's that fire lit in my chest, in my heart right now. It's pretty awesome. And I'm excited that I get to share that with people as well. I'm very excited to have you here watching this with me and being a part of it, because honestly, if you're not sharing these experiences with people, it's only half of the point. So I'm very happy that you're here with me, even from a distance, still experiencing this to some extent. So thanks for being here. While we were in Caridin, Logan also got a chance to sail a sailing dinghy for the first time.
There's like a huge section of it given away from the bottom, and it's sitting there, and now it's got stuff growing all over it, but you can see exactly where it fell out of.
Is that your friends? Oh, buddy. Okay, you want to go for a dinghy ride? Okay, let's go. Max, wait.
Don't get too excited.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, buddy.
So for the past like 2 weeks, I think, the weather has been the same pretty much every day. We wake up to fog and mist and clouds, and then by like somewhere between noon and 2 o'clock, it's all gone, and we've got beautiful sunny skies again and wind. So in the morning, dead, absolutely no wind, but by like 2 o'clock, there's always a bit of wind. Today is no exception, and it looks so different here than it did yesterday. It's just crazy. So this morning, we've got some things to tend to that we need the internet for. There's absolutely no service here. So we're gonna head to Sullivan Bay Marina, which is just back a little bit, and then we're gonna head to another bay just up this way a little bit, spend the night there. That'll be fun. We'll see a couple new places, get to do some laundry and shower properly, and then be on our way. This is a gorgeous spot, and I'm sure we'll be back here again. So we kidnapped May, and we're taking her with us.
Yes, Marty's happy. No.
Kidnapped.
Yeah.
So you haven't been to this marina either, right?
No, have I? Just went right by it.
Sweet.
Loving. Yeah, you always like loving.
Sullivan Bay is a fully floating, privately owned community with many different float homes, a few marina docks, and a fuel dock. In the summertime, the community has a general store with some alcohol and food, a restaurant that is open on select days, showers, laundry, and various bonus activities. The fuel dock is also open year-round. Each float home is separately owned, mostly by Americans, which is why it was so quiet while we were there, as the borders were still closed. The marina, however, does not have garbage collection or Wi-Fi that you can use for more than checking emails. It was free to use the dock for the day, so we did our laundry, had showers, checked our emails, and then headed back out to Caridin Bay this time. Well, how was that?
Oh, the marina was good. Like, honestly, not a lot to do this year, but it was good.
What do you think of that marina?
Well, it's just nice. They have a very friendly staff, you know, so it's definitely, they're very helpful, and I like how they wear those bright t-shirts so that you can identify them when they're there to help you.
Although some of us without bright shirts still get mistaken for employees, apparently, so. A woman off of another boat that came in after us asked me if we were having happy hour or not, and I said, I don't know, I don't work here. But then she realized I didn't have a bright shirt on, so it made sense, but pretty funny anyway. On our way back, we were able to sail again, and we were all excited to have the peace and quiet on the water. Oh, how's it going?
I'm not going backwards.
It's going very slowly.
Calmly, funly.
Are we making more than 2 knots?
Yeah.
That's good.
Almost 3.
That's perfect. That's what we do. You do. If it gets a little less than 2 as we start to think about starting the engine. Making way. Quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Max is happy.
So we're just heading into Caridin Bay, and apparently there's a rock in the middle of this entrance that's submerged, and apparently a couple of boats wreck on it each year, but it's not really very well marked on the charts. So we're coming in very, very, very slowly, hoping that we don't hit it. So far we're good. Also, it's pretty close to high tide, so we're probably fine, but something to keep an eye out for if you're coming in here as well. Taking May back. Next week we have 2 episodes for you. The first is all about us exploring Caridin Bay, and the second is about us harvesting and pickling kelp while on the boat. Thanks so much for joining us on this adventure. It really does enrich the journey for us, and a special thanks to May and Marty for showing us these spots and adding extra video to the mix.